today.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And we are underway from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Sanders last week, 18 carries, 67 yards.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Pacheco once again.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Rashee Rice
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Drew. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, Drew. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play fake. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for KC. 58 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with career touchdown number 156. That ties it with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time.
And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Back to throw. Drew. Well, he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Danny Gray,
79 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And it is now 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Oh, he sheds himself free. There he goes left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Drew. And this is going to be incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for fourth on the all-time list.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, for the first down.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 28. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on first down, Drew. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Looking to throw on second down. Drew.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Drew. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And his kick here is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Now Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! A big play there. 67 yards.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. It's Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Drew, that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. the middle they go. Nixon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon. And he'll go down at the 28.
57 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Broncos.
On first down, Nixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Drew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
Oh, he bowls over him. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room.
Inside the 20.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
With career touchdown number 158, that pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. To throw on third down. Drew, open man is Westbrook, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Drew.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Thought they'd run the football there on 3rd and inches, decided to try to pass it, and obviously it did not pay off.
Yeah, that is conventional wisdom. You don't have far to go to pick up the first down. I wonder if they overthought it a little bit. Thought maybe they'd catch them napping and get a big play over the top. Instead, the sack occurred.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's Gillisley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's a give up the middle. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play called it on.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. The end result, 21 yards.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Dicker down, attack on the extra point.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Operating from the gun. Drew. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Kansas City, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, their slim playoff hopes are gone now.